Legend Total War here, and today we've got a Rate Your Doomstack video covering a greenskin weapon team army. So the theory behind it is it functions very similar to a Skaven weapons team. Playing as the Broken Axe, you can use one of your food ingredients to give Arachnarok spiders an ability that gives them Maternal Instinct, which is just the summons for the spiderlings. So you can use them kind of like Plague Priests, where you summon the Vermintide to hold the enemy back, and then just have the Doomdiver Catapults do the rest of the work. Now, I think in order to properly test this, I'm actually going to have to fight it twice. Because what he's done here is he's put Wurzag over here so that we have the ability to not control large armies. Because basically what he said in the email is, this is actually too much for this army to handle. Let me just put some of these down. Which I actually agree. I've used a similar army like this before, and I would say that this is too much to handle. Now, it might be just 2 stacks, but this is 2 of the most dangerous armies that you can go up against. Rite of Primeval Glory army, they've got the Rite of Primeval abilities here, Feral Cold ones. They've got Gorok, who's just not going to go down. What level is he? Level 25. And a Settlement Garrison here, which is not that big of a deal. And even though the auto resolve says the balance of power is pretty good, maybe I'll test later on how the auto resolve actually does. Anyway, the first one we're going to do is with Control Large Army, and we're going to get Wurzag out of here because he's not part of the army. And then we'll see how this goes. I reckon we're going to lose, and lose by a pretty big margin. I think we're going to get absolute stomped. And then when we fight it a second time, I'll do what he suggests and not control large army and see what the difference is and see if it goes any better. Wouldn't normally need to test an army twice, but sometimes more complicated armies do need to be tested more than once. Because they're given a situation that is unusual or overly difficult. Hard to say. Alright, so I'm going to set up over here. We could set up over here to bomb this, but I really don't think it'll do a good job there, because this obstruction's in the way, and if I put my units here, like, I'm not using full range. He's also gone with the reduced reload time reduction over the range bonus for the scrap, which in this situation here I don't necessarily disagree with. I do kind of disagree with this Night Goblin Shaman being here. I just don't think that's a good choice at all. Like, I can't think of a single good reason why he's here, apart from just Arcane Conduit. That's about it. Sure, he's got a Tormentor Sword, but you could have given it to a different hero. Literally any other kind of hero, apart from maybe the Goblin Big Boss would have been better. Alright, so just gonna see how they go. Try to get rid of as much of this as possible, but my prediction here is, as soon as this army here shows up, we're just gonna fucking die. That's what I think. So, let's see how it goes. But I'll do the best I can. Another thing about this army is it's going to be very micro-intensive, which isn't a strength. It's actually a weakness for your Doomstacks. Like, the things that make Doomstacks super good is basically idiot-proofing them. Like, Doomstacks that are difficult to use are never going to get a 10 out of 10, but Doomstacks that are like any idiot could use, just basically click and kill, those are the ones that get 10 out of 10, and this is definitely not one of them. So, yeah. What we want to do here, send some of their units away. That was convenient. Maybe, yeah, no, it's fine. So they got 3 of those. And that was the first one. Let's kill the Slan first. I mean, on very hard battle difficulty and with units with this much experience, they're probably not going to break even if we do kill this land, but I mean, it's better to kill him than not kill him. Also, another thing to note about these spiderlings, they do last a long time, but they've actually got quite a long cooldown, whereas the Vermintides don't. They're like really, you can cast them very quickly. We'll see how we go. Alright, I got 30 wins here. Let the Doom Divers shoot at some of them. Seems like they want to get some of their troops over to their reinforcements, which... that's fine. It's got a lot of decent abilities in here for sure. But you get in there, so I want to use that Tormentor Sword. And you keep some guys close by here just in case a Feral Cold one comes down. Fireball was gonna do nothing against them. Save it for later. Shredder of Lustria. it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. I'll try to delay it a little bit. This is. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Like, I actually do think that this army that he's built is good. I just think that what they brought is too much for it. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay, everybody shoot at the Shredder of Lustria now. Okay, we need, yeah, Right, let's get some itchy nuisance down over here. And some, this, and let's prepare to die. Are we ready to die? I think we're ready to die. Yeah, let's die. Just try to hold them back as long as I can. I think he doesn't have enough crowd control for something like this. Oh god. Okay, we've nearly killed the Shredder. They got that over here. Oh, we already lost the fucking spider. Big spider. Okay, next one, this ancient stegodon there. Yeah, oh no. Yeah, we definitely didn't have enough crowd control. No, wait. And come on, hurry up. Can't cast 2 spells at once. Just try to slow him down as best we can. Balance of Power's in our favor, but I still think we're gonna lose. I think it'll start slipping away from us here, because basically, if they're into our lines, which they absolutely are, they're gonna start eating away at our Balance of Power. Because I just can't get to them now. They're ignoring our front line and just going straight for the artillery. Like I said, your army's just super unbalanced for the situation. Too many Doom Diver catapults. Because, like, if you have a look at the damage being done on these guys, it's good, but it's not like it's not like it's crazy amount of damage. I got no abilities left to use. Here we go. See, it's slipping away from us. I can't protect the artillery. I just can't. Bounce flower slipping away from us, and I can't do anything with this. This area here is completely overrun. You have way too much artillery in this army. Way too much. Can't protect it against something like this. It's basically just GG at this point. I just throw my hands up in the air and be like, well, just wait for death. Doesn't have a purple sun of Xerius on this one either. I think the heroes all maxed out. The other thing is, the auto resolver said it was in our favor as well. So there we go. Now, this isn't how he wanted me to fight this battle. That's important to know. He did want me to deny enemy reinforcements. Now, we don't usually do that for rate my Doomstacks, but given the situation here and the enemy that he did go up against, he really did try to find the strongest enemy he could, and I think he found a pretty strong one. But at the same time, I'm just gonna be real with you. It's not that good, this Doomstack. This is not that good. Alright, so we'll try that again, and this time we'll do what he actually wanted us to do, and deny enemy reinforcements, and just see how it goes. But yeah, some of the 10 out of 10 Doomstacks would have been able to handle that, no problem. But this is the crux of the problem. You've what's it called? The Arachnarok spiders are very good in melee, but they're not necessarily good crowd control. And what we saw in that battle was so many of their units just pushing right through our guys, trying to get to the artillery, because all of our balance of power is right here, right? And if we've still got half of our ammo there, then, and they're eating away at our artillery, that's just a catastrophe. And they can eat it up so quickly. So I feel like going up against this in particular, if we had, like, this guy here is not good for us. I think he should be kicked out. If we had 3 more Arachnarok spiders, I think, instead of these ones here, I think that would have gone a bit differently. I'm not sure if we still would have won, because, again, this is a very strong army. Anyway, let's try again. This time, do what he wanted. We don't want to use Wurzag at all, but we'll try doing it, you know, as he intended to set up. Actually, why don't we see what's like auto resolve first? So that's what would have happened if we auto resolved it. So it is very strong in auto resolve. I mean, you still end up losing some Arachnarok spiders. But yeah, armies that are actually like better in auto resolve than they are in manually resolve are very bad Doom stacks. Like, if you want to make an auto resolve stack, go for it. I just don't recommend doing that in Total Warhammer 2. I think that you'll eventually come across an enemy that you won't be able to auto resolve, and then you have to fight the battle manually, and it'll go badly, which is exactly what we've happened here. So anyway, we're gonna spend time doing that. I'm gonna do it again. So this time, don't control large armies. We're gonna test it out like this and see how it goes. We'll also go Lightning Strike, but that would trivialize it. Obviously, we were able to beat the Rite of Primeval Glory army by itself. So with this, the advantage of not having to deal with all of their forces at the same time will be that we won't get overwhelmed quite as quickly, because part of the problem was we just didn't have enough crowd control to hold back 40 units. Now we do. Now, a Doomstack that is like a fair weather Doomstack that can sort of just handle itself in any, easy situations, is not going to be rated super highly, I guess. Especially with the greenskins, this would be very expensive. Alright, let's put that at the back there, because they're going to do their summons. But yeah, he really did go up against like an enemy that this is just not well equipped for dealing with. Alright, and we'll see how this goes. So this is how he intended me to fight it. Okay. So, just keep them delayed. Because you know what's funny? You know that Wurzag Savage Orc Biggin army? I reckon it could have actually handled this. With control large armies. Because there was a lot of like anti-large infantry. They don't have any missile attacks. They don't have any super serious magic attacks. I think we would have handled it. But that's not what we've got here. Kind of weird to think like an army like this would actually perform worse than a melee infantry army, but that's the greenskins for you. Well, that's Wurzag for you, I guess. I think to notice that we got Rachnik Spiderclaw, I didn't mention that before. He gets this by default, so you don't need the special ability for that. This time they're not dicking around, they're not trying to get back to their reinforcements, they're coming straight at us. Alright, once again, let's get rid of the Slurn. Okay, I got too many spiders hanging back here. Yeah, they really want to get to the Doom Divers. Could really use another itchy nuisance. I'd use it on the other shaman, but it's way cheaper on this one. Just saves a lot of winds of magic. And we got plenty, I guess, so I guess it's fine. Alright, enemy reinforcements are on the way. Okay, let's start bombing some of these guys as they're coming in. I think it's a bad idea to aim for Gorok, he's too small. Oh man, they've... I did a worse job in this one than the previous one at holding them back. They just went straight for the Doom Divers here. I think we'll repel them, but... God damn. I gotta be honest with you, I don't think this army's very good. Like, I'm just throwing distractions at them. We don't have like an... We got this. Like, in theory it should be good, but it's just in practice, it's just not doing a good job. Alright, well, we haven't lost any of our Doom Diver artillery pieces yet, and it seems like the Rite of Primeval Glory army is going down. It was a lot more aggressive in this one than it was in the other one. Probably because its reinforcements were a lot less this time. Just keep them busy as long as possible, maybe give them one of these. And then just throw everything that we've got there at Gorok. Alright, they probably... oh, here we go. That's detonation. Shit. God damn it. Okay, now might be a good time to actually hold off on the shooting, just for a little bit. because we're not really shooting at good targets. If only I can draw them away from here or fall back. Maybe I should try to fall back over to this point here. Wait for the next wave to show up. Ah, these fucking feral cold ones. They're just gunning right for the artillery, which is the right thing for them to do. We just can't hold them back. They just slip right past us. Slippery bastards. Gorok here just won't go down. Okay. Alright, let's start firing again over here. As long as we're out of the melee action there, that's fine. And as long as I've got good clear shots at enemies' forces. This one here is taking a fair bit of damage. Again, we want to try to distract them as long as possible. God, Gorok just will not go away. Will not go away. Could use that, but honestly, I feel like slowing them down is better at this point, because we just want to give the time for the artillery to shoot. Gorok's almost gone, so that's something. Too much about the skinks. So I'm not coming too much for the artillery now. That's good. Gorok's almost gone. Yeah, he's unbreakable. We definitely didn't kill Gorok. Okay, good. Definitely didn't kill him in the previous one. Alright. Alright. Stop. We can handle what we've got here with the Ragnarok spiders. And there's still a lot of enemy force to come in, so let's just be patient and wait for that. Yeah, there's no more of those goddamn summons. Maybe just spread it a little bit more over here. That's right, let them go. They're going to get their reinforcements together. Alright, give our guys a bit of a chance to rest. That'd actually be quite good. Bounce power's looking much better. Alright, let's do a count on how many we've got left here. We've got one of those. 3, 2, 5. Okay, we'll use yours, obviously. Oh, where's the exio? Get out. Could also be in our best interest not to wipe these units out straight away, just so that not all of their reinforcements come all at once. Okay, we really need to make sure we take out these fucking cold one spear riders. Don't let them get over here. So having somebody over here ready to hold them back would be good. Right, you ready? Okay, here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm not too concerned about the Ancient Stegadon. I'm more concerned about the Cold One Spear Riders, because they really got up in my face last time. And I don't want that to happen again. Okay, they're coming at us, alright. Try to slow them down as much as we can. Okay, now let's take out the Ancient Stegadon, because we've done a fair bit of damage to the Cold One Spear Riders. Ripidactyl's coming in. We've also got Vindictive Glare. I don't know. I think I'd rather just slow them down. Good. Ancient Stegadon went down pretty quick. Alright, now we gotta take out the Ripidactyls. Definitely take out those Ripidactyls. Shit. God damn it, they got through. Even with Itchy Nuisance, I'll just rip through them really quickly. Okay, sent too much over here. Ooh, this one's taking some damage. Get it up. Okay, next load of Ripidactyls over here. Stop, that's gonna kill our fucking general there. Come back. We've got shit coming in over here. Oh, that was a bit of a waste. Okay, slow down the shooting for a bit, because we got the Shredder coming in over here. We need to make sure we got enough ammo to kill it. And there's also that other Stegadon. I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem if we're ready for it. Hopefully it'll land. No, it's not going to land. Shit. This is going to be fun. Alright, time to take out the Shredder. Ew, this one's in really bad shape. And there's the army losses. Okay, cool. So yeah, definitely doable if we don't control large armies. You can see what a massive difference it made. It was still difficult, but it was very much doable. We used up a lot of ammo. Right, victory. Yeah, so the auto resolver was super generous to us in this situation. We wiped out that Rite of Primeval Glory almost completely. Look at that. It's like only one of their Carnosaurs survived. So yeah, now we got to figure out how to rate this. It definitely doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10. If it can't handle 2 full stacks of even that caliber by itself at full strength, then it definitely can't get a 10 out of 10. No units got wiped out, but it was still it was a big fight. Definitely doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10. I'd probably give it. I'm leaning towards giving it an 8 out of 10 because it is very expensive. Because you've got. You do have a lot of supply lines, but it is on the expensive side. That was a very dangerous enemy for sure, but this isn't an easy army to use. And, like, comparing it to Skaven weapons teams, for example, because he's labeled this as the greenskin weapon teams. It just didn't have that sort of Skaven punch that their artillery and their rattling guns deliver. Like, when the Rite of Primeval Glory army gets fairly close to your line as a Skaven weapons team, your rattling guns just eviscerate them, right? And you usually don't have to worry that much about running out of ammo. You know, provided you've actually got Warlock engineers in your army. So, the Doomdiver catapults, while they definitely did a good job, it just wasn't on the same tier as what Skaven weapons teams do. So, it's not a bad Doomstack. There's definitely a Doomstack. Is it 10 out of 10? No, it definitely doesn't. I mean, we've even seen greenskin Doomstacks that are better than this. Most notably, the Wurzag Biggin one, or just any Doomstack with Wurzag, because of all the physical resistance he gets, which we had here as well. Yeah, the Biggin army that he had probably would have beaten this super easily, and I feel like we did actually go up against a similar amount of force with that, and that was just super easy to use. So this one was fairly micro-intensive, difficult. We took a lot of damage, and I had to deny enemy reinforcements in order to do it. So I'm thinking 8 out of 10. Like, in most situations, you'll be fine. But the best Doomstacks can handle anything. Like the Knights of Torgaval, most of the high-off Doomstacks are bloody ridiculous. You know, just those kind of Doomstacks where it doesn't matter what the enemy brings, there's no chance in hell of winning. Like the Pompous Doomstack for the Greenskins with the Skink Priests on Stegodons. That would have handled that easily. But yeah, this just didn't really equip it very well. And I just don't feel like this one here is particularly good for the army. He did an okay job just popping down the Tormentor Swords. But I feel like another Giant River Troll Hag would have been better, because this guy was in the fight the whole time. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this deserves an 8 out of 10? Do you think it deserves lower, higher? Let me know. I do think it's a good army, and I appreciate this guy setting up the situation. I just can't give it a 10 out of 10. Given the cost, given how it performed against this, it can't get a 10 out of 10. And I don't even think a 9 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 it goes. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Later, fuckers. Bye.